My dad recently took on a Lyon rebuild, and we had a lot of fun laughing at his love for using multiple playmakers in one tactic, but some progress was made. Because by season number 5, he was within touching distance of PSG in second place. So I set Dad a challenge. I will do a season 6, but let's see how you also do in a season 6.
Oh, that's interesting.
And we'll go head to head in a season 6. Who does better with this Lyon side? So a one season head to head to see who does better with this Lyon team. Let's see what happens. So Dad, as a reminder of your 5-year rebuild, before I set you the challenge, this is what you achieved. So we had runners-up in Europa League.
Yeah, that was my best season, I think.
In 2026. So the third season,
Yeah.
which is how you got to. But then in the league, it's been a tough one for you because of PSG.
Yeah.
This was the closest you got, if I remember.
Yeah, I mean,
with
6 points. I mean, the annoying thing about it as well, if you go on to the 2 games that PSG lost.
You were top for a while as well.
Yeah, you go to the 2 games they lost. They lost once against me, then go to the draw games, and they drew against me. So
Yeah.
they didn't beat me. So that was annoying, really, but that was the closest I got to them.
Yeah, they still got Mbappe. Looks of it, they
Yeah.
got Xavi Simons. They got an unbelievable team.
I mean, I think that I
You
was
got quite
first a
close.
couple of times as well, so I was right on their heels, getting close to the end of the season, but just couldn't catch them.
Yeah. All right. Well, I set you the challenge,
Yeah.
the task. We're both gonna do a 6 season, which I thought we haven't done that yet.
No, we haven't. No, I think it's a good challenge.
And I don't know how you did. You don't know how I
we
did.
don't. We don't do it because I've done mine at home, and you've done yours obviously here without me being here. So I haven't got a clue. You got them.
Do you want to have a look at yours? Your start first or my start?
Well, we've just seen how I've got on, so we'll just carry with me then.
Okay.
How I actually.
Let's see what you
Started-
did this summer
yeah.
with £4 million in the bank.
I mean, the good thing is I got a wage budget there, massive, so I got a little bit more than 4 million.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so Dad, you started off by selling Elmas for £13.25 million. Of
Yeah.
course, the summer before is when you had the big sell of Ryan Cherky, your best
Yeah.
player. So that's your first signing that you sold. The signings that you made, though, amounted to £69 million, you naughty bugger. But you also sold another £57 million with the likes of Renato Sanchez going out, Jamal Lewis. The big one, Roger Ibanez for £22.5 million.
I think I was just trying to clear players out that I didn't actually use or I wasn't happy with.
Yeah. So let's have a look at the players that you did sign. Starting off with a couple of free transfers.
Yeah.
Laporte being the first one.
I thought this was a good sign, and I was pleased with this one.
All right.
Really sort of nailed my sort of centre defence back up. So
He's an old player, but we're only doing
Only
one season.
so I wasn't worried about the age now, was I?
Adam Ida. Now, he is one of those that, like, sometimes he looks really good, sometimes
That
he's
is
amazing.
right.
You got
I
a good one of him.
I've used him before, and I remember him being really good. So when he was available for a free, I thought I've got to take that chance.
Yeah, because that pace, I mean, his physicals are just scary as
Yeah.
it is, but also 16 composure and 15 for off the ball and finishing is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a penalty taker, 19 for penalties. Then you started signing some players for money. The minimum that you signed him for was 10 million, and that was Duarte, another defender
Yeah.
in his 30s.
Yeah.
All
Only
right.
one season. Just making the squad stronger.
Yeah, Bajcetic, who is like a CDM but can also play centre mid or at the back.
Yeah.
That's a good pickup, especially for the price of 10 million. That's really good. Marlon Gomez from Vasco da Gama. He's a handsome chap.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Plays centre attacking midfielder, but can also play from the wings as well. So
squad player.
very good indeed. Tommaso Pobega, I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah. Yeah, you used him a few times, haven't you?
Really good mental attributes. Hasn't developed as much as what I have seen him, but he is playing in loads of different positions, which is quite crazy. Andre Anderson from Mineiro. That's a really good shadow striker.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite go-tos for a shadow striker. 28 years of age now. He signed for £12 million. And then finally, 15 million. So you spread your costs quite a lot.
Yeah.
15 million being the highest that you signed. In July was Miguel Gutierrez, and then you were done.
Well, I feel there that I've strengthened my defence up, definitely strengthened my midfield up, and then got a good striker in as well.
Yeah.
So I've completely changed the squad, I feel, so it's a stronger.
Yeah. Okay.
So the big question is, do I change my tactic?
Did you? Do you remember what the tactic was before?
Yeah, I played 3 in midfield and 1 winger and 1 side, I think.
You did, yeah. So it was like a 4-2-2-2, but one was a winger further up. But your tactic this season has changed.
I'm going for it, mate.
You've gone... well, that's... you can say that again.
I felt really there's only one way I'm going to beat PSG, and that's by scoring more goals than them. And if I can score more goals, I'll win more games.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So I've gone for it.
All right, so remember, we did have the likes of Mitrovic. We had Ivan Toney there already at the club. Gabriel Sara was one of your favourite players that you had at the club as well. Very good player indeed. Carl Walker-Peters, Luis Felipe, Lucas Perry in goal. You had a good team built there. Octavio was on the bench. Nathan Ake, because people were saying you sold, in your final season, you sold Ryan Cherky for £86 million. And then you brought in, with the money, Ake and Gabriel Sara and Dwight McNeil. So people were questioning you.
Yeah.
But I think as a squad, it's benefited. You've really gone for it this 6th season.
I just thought to myself, what would Luke do now? And I thought, it's PSG. You've got to go at PSG. So do I sacrifice the cups and Europe and just really go for the league?
Yeah.
And it's only one way you can do that with PSG. You've got to beat them, but you've also got to beat everybody else by scoring a lot more goals.
Yeah.
So I just thought, right, decided I'm going to go attacking.
Okay, let's have a look at your schedule then. How have you done so far? You've dropped points there to Nice. But outside of that,
because before that I was winning like 6-1-45. So I'm thinking it's working. I'm scoring goals. So I thought I started off so well. Then I got that game Nice, which really Nice is probably the hardest team I was going to come up with in that run.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I lost, and I thought, oh no.
6-1 in the first game of the season. 4-2 away to Bordeaux. Lorient 5-0. Big wins there, and then 4-2 against Rennes.
Yeah.
So it was a good start.
Yeah.
Just that one dropping of points there, which sees you in 4th, and PSG have dropped points. They drew there to Lille. They've yet to lose still, unfortunately. Okay, your Champions League fixtures. We'll probably have different Champions League fixtures, but you've got Galatasaray, Marseille, Man City, Chelsea, Cologne Young Boys, Inter, and Barcelona. Difficult too at the end there.
Games there, isn't it, really? I mean, Galatasaray, what the hell's always going to be the hard game, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
For atmosphere and all that, but Man City and Chelsea, and then Barcelona and Inter even really is. I'm thinking to myself now, oh, that's the European Cup gone then, and I haven't had a chance that I might drop. There's no dropping down there, is it? So
no, you can't.
Out. So I'm thinking to myself now, really, I'm out. So I'm gone out of that.
Okay, well, so we don't confuse each other, we'll have a look at your results first.
Yeah, let's go for that.
And then we'll see what I've managed to do with this Lyon side.
Be interested to see what you've got to beat them, wouldn't it?
All right, let's have a look. All right, Dad, 2nd place, but you are closer.
I got 3 points closer.
Yeah, which isn't bad at all, really.
No, I can't remember if I did beat PSG in this because they lost 4 games.
You were also top for a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't so many as the season before, but I did get top.
Yeah, you dropped only because of a draw as well, unfortunately, which is quite annoying. But yeah, which meant they were really on your ass for a lot of period. I mean, you had the 2 top scorers of the league. Yeah. Ivan Toney, Mitrovic is there. Mitrovic had the highest average rating.
I've done what I really wanted to do. I mean, what games did they lose?
They didn't lose to you.
No,
they lost to Nice, Marseille, Lens. They couldn't
when
beat Lille.
When you look at 3 points, that's why I lost the league.
They beat you twice.
I didn't beat them.
They beat you twice.
Yeah.
2 6-pointers is what some people like to call them.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So that's what cost me the league, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had to beat them, and I did know that.
You're literally 1 win away because obviously you drew the exact same amount as well. You drew 2 games there to Reims, which
I mean, and something else I'd said as well. Their goal difference was better than mine. So.
Yeah, absolutely. The 72 compared to your 54. That's just unlucky, though.
Yeah.
What about the cup competitions and European football? How did you get on? Winner of the Coupe de France. There we go.
I was pleased with that.
Challenge. There's a challenge.
So second place and a cup.
Yeah. Lyon, you beat Lens 3-2 in the final. Good result.
Yeah.
Well, the pressure's on me now.
I don't know where PSG got knocked out now. I can't remember in that. I don't think I beat them.
So they're in this point here. They beat Lille there in the 11th round. So in the quarter-final, they knocked out Niort. So they had all the easy draws there, getting the Man City treatment there. And in the semi-final, you knocked them out 2-1.
I did knock them out. Oh, right.
In the semi-final.
I can't remember that. I did.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
On your way to Cup glory. Round of 16 in the Champions League, though. Knocked out by Chelsea. 4-3 when you were 3-0 up. Or 3-1 up, sorry, in the first leg. Which is unfortunate for you. In the league phase, though, you finished in 14th. That's not bad. 1-4, lost 4. So you lost to Inter Milan, Chelsea, Marseille, and Galatasaray.
That's me away games.
You beat Barcelona, all your home games, and Man City. So yeah, what do you always say, Dad?
Win your home games, you'll go free.
Yeah, gotta win those home games. So that's not bad. Let's have a look.
I was pleased with that. I mean, I would have been absolutely gutted by beating PSG in the semi-final and if I hadn't won that final.
Yeah, you had 33 goals from Ivan Toney, 28 for Alexander Mitrovic, 22 from Adam Ida. So your front three.
Front three done the business for me.
Yeah, that's
Even
it.
though PSG scored more goals than me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's find out, see what I did
Challenge
at the start of the season. Now, quite interestingly, Dad, I also sold Rodri Ibanez to Chelsea. I got a little bit more money than what you did. Maybe that's his experience in negotiation.
That don't surprise me with you.
So he went for £26 million. And then I also sold Renato Sanchez, what you did, but I think you got more money for him, and I didn't sell as many players as what you did. However, we did both sign Miguel Gutierrez.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, both needed a left back, both identified the left back position. Miguel Gutierrez both came in for us. But I signed 3 other players. I didn't sign as many as you. However, I also decided to go quite attacking.
Right.
So I signed 2 strikers. The first one was a free transfer in Retigu from Genoa. I really like this guy. I think he's fantastic, especially in the game. They haven't played him as much, which means they have actually played him quite a lot. Maybe just haven't developed as much. Sometimes I'll see him develop and I think, whoa, he is very good. Not as good here, but as a backup on a free transfer, what a signing, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Then I also got Santiago Heze, which is a CDM. I also identified that. I think you signed 2 players in that position there. I signed this guy on a free transfer from Olympiacos, and I think he is absolutely gravy. Very good player indeed. I love his mental attributes. Got the physicals that I need, and he gets forward whenever possible, dictates the tempo, all the type of stuff that I like for a CDM. And then finally, my main signing, £29 million, goes on a player that I have never heard of. This was brand new for me, Manuel Polster, who is a very good striker indeed.
Blimey, where did you find him to?
No idea. Austria Vienna. 27 years of age. He's playing in Austria at the start. He's got 12 goals in 18 games last season.
And he's got 5 for 5 already.
He's got 5 and 5 already. He is very good indeed. Good at passing the ball too. Very good mental attributes. Star League 1 player. And he's only 25 in the 6th season. What a find!
Well, to be honest with you, if you beat me and this is because why you beat me, then what I find it is. Yeah. Because what I'm impressed with is if it's a player that you've never used before, that's
never
even better.
Heard of him. Yeah.
That's even better then, isn't it?
Yeah, never heard of him. So my tactics, very similar to yours. Maybe just a little bit more safe.
I couldn't figure out a tactic to keep him in, Gabriel.
Yeah.
As much as I wanted to keep him in, because I know he's a good player, I just couldn't find a tactic to keep him in.
Yeah,
because I wanted to go sword attacking.
Yeah, I wanted to keep him in. I think he was a good enough player to keep him in there. So I still found something that I could use him as well as I've got a winger, because you've got the likes of Dwight McNeil in there. You've got Mateus Cunha, who can also play there. I wanted these 2 in my centre mid, because if I didn't do that and pick without restriction best 11, well, they did actually go in, to be fair. Mitrovic, Cunha, Tony, Polster from the left, but I think he's probably better suited to play up front.
Yeah.
And I stuck with the defence.
Yeah.
Whereas you went quite different on your defence. You bought 3 defenders in or something like that. I stuck with the defence. I didn't actually change anything there.
Well, mine was because I knew I was going to be so attacking. I just felt that I needed a better defence than what I had.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, I bought in Miguel Gutierrez. He doesn't actually go into the lineup, but Oliveira is very good indeed.
Yeah.
All right. My schedule. How have I started the season? It's been a little bit different. Yeah. The game that I won, you lost.
Yeah.
Against Nice, 4-2 away from home. But I think we've actually got the exact same fixtures here, just different Champions League games. I drew my first 2 games. I beat Lorient 5-1. I also drew to Rennes, so I've had a bit, and they scored 2 late goals, which I hate. Rennes.
There, really, so you have dropped more points than me at that stage. Straight
away. I've already down in 4th place with 9 points. PSG have lost though to Paris. Never mind. Which is interesting. Let's have a look, though, at my Champions League fixtures for this 6th season. And I have got Bayern Munich and Young Boys to begin with, Cologne and Barcelona, Club Brugge, Villarreal, Arsenal, Celtic. I think I've got easier fixtures.
Yeah.
And I also think I've got them in a better order than what you had. You had like 2 back-to-back difficult ones.
Yeah.
Where I think all of my difficult ones are followed with one that I should win.
Yeah.
So I think I've been given an easier draw there, but you've had a better start in the league. However, 2nd place, 81 points and a Coupe de France win. That's what I've got to beat. Let's see if I beat it. Well, already I am some way off the pace. Your 81 points, Dad, would have won the league.
Oh, it's typical, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's typical. They had a better season with me than they did with you, innit?
It is a bit of a shame, really. 79 points.
Yeah, they lost 5 games this time.
Lost 5 games. I was down there in 66, so you beat me by about 15 points in the end. I lost 6 games in total. Lens, Rennes, Strasbourg, PSG. drew 9 games in total, which probably did cost me, to be fair, getting anywhere near the top. I did beat them 3-0 away.
In the league, yeah.
Well, at my place, but they,
if I'd beat them once in the league, I'd have won the league.
You would have. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, not bad, but not great considering. However, how else did I do? I also won the cup. So you both won the Coupe de France.
Oh, that's great.
You got further than me in the Champions League, though, but I did win the Coupe de France, and I beat Nice in the final 2-1, which was a great result. 85th minute, Mitrovic goal, lovely stuff. Did I knock them out, though? PSG, where they beat Lens there in the 11th round, quarter-final. They beat Ajaccio, which meant they were in the semi-final. No, it was the 2 Parisian sides. I knocked out the worst one. Nice did the hard job and knocked out PSG. So, yeah, I think we can say that you won this one. As much as trophy-wise, we had exactly the same.
Yeah.
You had far more points than me. And yeah, you had a bit more of a successful season, really.
I was more attacking than you, and it shows that on that as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
But that Manuel poster...
Oh, wow.
Let me know if any of you guys used him before.
That's definitely got to be a player that we've got to keep on our radar now.
Yeah, 20 goals, 13 assists. I think he had the highest average rating for me as well.
Yeah.
He played so many games. He was unbelievable. And only 26 years of age. If you go by form, he played the majority of the time in that advanced forward striker role. But he did drop in to the winger role and helped out quite a bit. So, what a player.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, congratulations, Dad. You beat me to it. You had a better time than what I did.
I'll take it.
In the 6th season.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want to see more stuff just like this, because we enjoy doing these little challenges against each other as much as we possibly can, outside of course, the new Versus episodes that we have with Glory Hunter, which starts this weekend. So make sure you tune in for that. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I'll leave the full series of the Race to the Prem up. But if episode 1 of Glory Hunter is out, it'll be on your screen right now. Cheers.
See you later.